it's your old buddy Mikerowchip here, and I am playing Trainz 2019 Platinum Edition. And this is CNO Hinton, and this is episode 11. Is that right? Yes, it is. Episode 11. Okay. Yeah, I really should look that up before I start the episode. But anyway, yeah, so it's episode 11. And this is where we left off. We left off with Thomas. And we're actually on Andrew's turn, who's the local freight here. And he brought in some coal cars, which are down the track here. We're going to take a look at that in just a second. But this is Hinton Yard. You can see there's a lot of coal cars here. This is, after all, coal country, so it only makes sense that there's coal cars. So the cars we got to pick up, where we're going to start off today, is we're going to bop down this track right here. These are the coal cars that he brought in from the Garden Ground Mine. And we're going to have to do a runaround on these, because where I want to put these is in the classification tracks. That's what I want to do. Okay, there we go. A little bit of an in and out there. So we are going to old handbrake, get some, uncouple. Well, before we move now, let's make sure we're on the right tracks and stuff, so we don't derail. Derail. That's something us railroaders got to worry about all the time, is derailing. It's always a bummer when you derail. It's never a good time. There we go. Okay, here we go now. Now, in the last episode, as well as some other episodes, this train, all of a sudden, the whistle goes really weird on it. It sounds like a steam whistle, and the bell doesn't work. And then, again, one of my viewers pointed out to me that's because the caboose was considered to be the lead unit at those times, and therefore it's the caboose that sounds the bell, and it has a steam whistle on it. How about here? I thought the game was messing up, and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. How about that? You learn something new every day, and that's what I learned new on that day. And I'm already running low on Cokes. I gotta get a refill here. Next time we pause the game, I'm gonna get myself a refill. Okay. So we're gonna pull these forward. They'll probably fit on this track right here, on track 2 here. We won't have to pull them back to track 3. Not that it makes a big difference. And then we'll run around them. We can't run around them on this track, though. Not going to happen. There's no other... I suppose I could just add a crossover further up the track there, but I decided against that. I'm just going to go with what we got. All right. Thomas is going to slow his 44-tonners down. There we go. Beautiful. Now we're going to pull him forward. As soon as he stops. Holy moly. Okay, we're going to add a little more juice than that. Look at this. Okay, we got to check on the weight on this thing. These two are saying, nah, Chief. It's pulling, was it 1824? 1824. And it is not liking it. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Probably throw some sand down here. Get a little more traction. We're going to put them on this track because the shorter distance we got to pull this, the better, I'm thinking. Okay, why don't we put some sand down on the track, see if that helps us any. Throw down some sand. What do we got? Not a whole lot. All right, let's throttle up. Let's just go the whole way. Let's just throttle the whole way. There we go. We got the pedal to the metal right now. Come on, you can do it. He's got it up to 2 miles an hour. Geez, I'm starting to think maybe we should, cut this in half or something. Now he's doing 3. So he is gaining traction. Or speed, anyway. Are the wheels slipping? I don't know if that even shows on these engines. Does it look like the wheels are slipping? It does not. Look at them. Look at them real close. Let's get real close. Oh, yeah. Look at them real close. Can I get real close on them? Oh, boy. What's going on? Oh, boy. Oh, we're real. Look at that. That's not slipping. That's not slipping. Doesn't look like it anyway. Looks like it's just rolling along there. Of course, how accurate is this simulation showing slippage? I don't know. I know slippage is in the game. I know that. But is it really graphically shown? And once Andrew's turn is over, because it's past 1,700 hours, which is 5 o'clock if you're not militarily timed inclined, we're going to start the next day. We'll go back to 9. We work 9 to 5. I've said that before. We work 9 to 5 on this railroad. We're very untraditional. We want the folks home with their families. But mostly because when it gets dark outside, it's hard to see. And the lighting in this game is not what one would call terrific. All right, I'm still banging around with it. Should we cut this in half? Yeah, let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it right there. Because we're gonna cut it right here. It's not quite in half. In fact, it's nowhere near half, but we're gonna cut it right here anyway. So we will. Do I want to back it up? No. We got this far. Apply the handbrake right here. And we'll cut it like that. There we go. Now it seems to be moving easier now. What's the weight on this sucker now? It is, there we go, 13. So we cut 500 tons off of it, roughly, right? Yeah, we should have cut it earlier. Ah, well, live and learn. All right, so we're gonna back it back down this way. Then we're gonna run the engine down this track here, get in behind it, and push it into those reclassification tracks, if you will. So they can be reclassified. Although I think I already reclassified them. Did I not? Oh, yeah, I did. Look. Some are going to Raynell. Some are going to the Bush Coal Merchants. Yeah. Okay. Here we go now. We're getting a little bit better speed, and I'm only at 55 instead of 100, so this was the correct decision, I'm thinking. And whether it was or not, it's too late now. The decision has been made. Stop. There you go. Oh. Okay. And let's go this way. Now, it should be a lot easier this way. I think we're on a slight grade here. Maybe that's what's going on. I think if I enable the track profile, it'll tell me if I'm on a grade. All right. This should be more than enough to run around it. Then we'll shove these into place, and we'll come back and repeat it with this second cut here that is sitting on the track. Look at that picture. You got the searchlight signals in there. You got these coal cars sitting right here. You got these coal cars coming back this way. Some of them are B&O instead of C&O. How did those sneak in? There's a C&O right there. All right, we're going to start slowing down early here now. I don't see the engine yet. The engines. There's two 44-tonners. Okay. All right, let's start slowing it down now. Slow it way down. Okay, hit the brakes. Hit the auto brake. Hit the what do you call that thing? The indie brake. Yeah, that's what it is. Hit the independent. Hit the auto. Hit any other brake you can find in there. Just hit them all. Hit every brake we got. Okay. Oh, well, let's turn the sand off, too. Turn the sand off. Okay. We're going to apply the handbrake. And let's back this up. And then we're going to have to make sure that this is set right. We already know that it's not, because we want to run around onto this track now. Doing the old run around. We got the heebie-jeebies going on. Get off the cliff there. Get out of the heebie-jeebies. This is a classic railroading move right here. Classic. The old runaround. If you've never done a runaround, you haven't lived. That might be an exaggeration. What was that? All right, yeah. Here it goes again. Okay, now we're going to run down this track here, track 3. All the way back down to here. Baza boom right there, like that. Holy moly. Here we go. Riding with good old Thomas. Thomas the train. There's both our cuts. Waiting patiently. So far it's taken us a little over 12 minutes. God, does the time go fast in this game. If I had to guess, we've been playing about, I don't know, 3 minutes? Nope. You got the exhaust pipe here, which has this other band of metal around it. Is it protecting the exhaust pipe? Is that what that's for? Not sure. Maybe so they can hang the signs up? The number boards? Again, I reiterate, I'm not sure. All right, let's fly down over here now. Whip it around. Here he comes. Sun is sparkling off the New River. Here in Hinton. Oakley. Let's have the conductor jump out. Throw the switch, run back the train. And there we go. I said throw the switch and run back to the train. I just said it really fast to make it urgent that it needs to. Okay, let's go the correct way, though. Were we going the right way? I don't know. I can't tell. Let me take a look at it. It switches directions on me sometimes, where negative is one way, then it's another way a different time. Like I said, I saw it in the one video. Maybe it doesn't happen every time. I saw it in the one video. Okay, so once he connects up to this, then we're going to want to do that. Yeah, that's right. And then here, and then here, and then this way, that way, this way. Look at that. I made it back in time, too. I'll admit it. I was getting worried. I would make it back in time and hit this thing doing 10 miles an hour. That's not good. But no. Okay, let's see what we got here now. All right, slow down a little bit. He's got some juice, right? He is juicing, right? Let's run to the front. Ooh, there we go. Okay, yeah, he's got juice now. He's got it back up to 5 miles an hour. He's fine. So I like the when we have these crossovers here. I love that look on the track when you have the crossovers. I guess it's all part of my. Whoops! I just dropped my back scratcher. It's all part of my love of trains. Just the look of everything. The cars. Clickety-clack on the tracks, the shadows. It's all just so beautiful. Suddenly I feel like I'm sitting on a couch or laying on a couch and I'm talking to my therapist. I'm not. My therapist won't let me play this game while I'm in the office. She tells me I can't. All right, you can see the yard lights coming on up front there. And here we go. Now, are we going to be able to fit this whole cut on this first track here? Yeah, I don't know. We're going to run it all the way to the back anyway, because even if they do fit, I'm going to run it all the way to the back because I got to put that second cut on here anyway. So, and who knows what other cars are going to have to go on these tracks before I can sort them anyway, before I can shunt them where they all need to go. Someone needs to get in here with the weed whacker. Whack some weeds. Hey, you, what are you doing over there? Yeah. Suddenly I'm putting air quotes up, can't hear me. Uh-huh. A lumber drop-off point. Nice lumber shed there. And this appears to be some kind of a diesel engine drop-off. Take a look at the yard from this way, too. Getting harder to see. All the steam engines from the last episode that we were servicing. There's quite a few of them in the service yard right now. These on the far left are just standing by, but these over here are all in the service. They're being serviced. Which makes sense. Okay, I'm going to slow down early. Oh. Oh, hit the brakes. Hit the brakes totally. Emergency brake. Hit every brake we have again. Oh, no. Please don't derail. Look, okay, I'm starting to feel better about it. Starting to feel better. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. Woo. All right. I wasn't worried at all. I knew we were going to make it. Okay. That definitely would have been a derail. But it turned out to be perfect. It's the perfect distance. Let me take a look at it again. Hey, look at that. It's a perfect distance from the buffer right there. That's beautiful. Okay. Now we got to go back and get the second cut. So to get the second cut, we're going to have to go this way. That's correct. Yes. And then we're going to have to go this way. And yes. This is a much shorter cut. And how much room do we have at the front of the track there? I think we have room for a few more cars to be added on. Oh, more than a few. Holy moly. Yeah, a whole lot more than a few. This track's a lot longer than I imagined it to be. All right, good. Okay, Thomas is going back now. Get that second cut. We're going to do the same set of maneuvers a second time. And then we'll throw those cars on that track there. And after we connect these up, we could pull them forward again and get them towards the front of the track. But what's the sense in it? I may have to put more cars on there anyway, so a few extra feet. Whoa. See that? The light suddenly just got bright. What happened with the sun all of a sudden? Maybe from behind the tree. The sun's big. You never should look directly into the sun. It's a bad idea. You can do some damage to your retinas and other eye parts. Alrighty. This one should be about 500 tons worth of weight on this much smaller cut. There we go. And no. And let's go this way. There we go. Let's check the weight. 600, I was off by 100 tons. 608. Oakley dokley. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, definitely. He's already up to the blazing speed of 3 miles an hour, and now he's at 4. I was at 100% before, and at 100% after a while on the whole cut. If you remember, we were at 4. We're at 5. We're like a bat out of Haiti right now. Alrighty. And we'll begin slowing down. And then we got to clear this switch. Where is it? There it is. I could see the shadows creeping up. There we go. Flip back over to this side. We'll get it past that searchlight signal there. And we'll do the runaround once again. Yeah, it's got to be, look at it now. We're at 9 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour right now. We got to be on a slight upward grade going the other direction. I'm convinced of it now. It don't take much of a grade to get an engine to struggle a bit more. Trying to keep the movement smooth. Smooth movement. There you go. Nice. All right. Apply the brake there. Uncouple. Yeah. I hesitated for a second. I couldn't remember if that was the right direction. And it is. I'm going to go this way. Then yes. Then yes. Down here near this, I don't know, what do you call it? Is that a junction box? What'd you call it? It's got some kind of electronics in it or something, I imagine. I don't know. I can't see the yellow thing. Oh, there we go. I just kept hitting it until it finally changed. All right, let's zip back on out, and we're going to do the old runaround. There he goes. Like that angle we had. That was nice. And I'll jump up on it. Get rid of the old car tagger rule. I saw somebody else. Who was it? I think it was the YouTuber DH Trainz. And he had it so that the car's destinations, the tags, would appear above each car. I'm going to have to watch that video again and ask him, how does he get it to appear above each car? I don't think it's the same rule I'm using. I don't think it's the car tagger rule. It's something else. What it is, I don't know. Because if you've played Run 8 before, it does that. Above each car, you can set it so that the car tags show. And I was wondering what that was. And how much does it take to get that involved? I've looked at, I think it's called JRMI. It's for model railroaders. That'll keep track of where all the cars are going and all that other good stuff. And that's all fine and dandy, but you have to input each car into the database. And I don't mean like these are all box cars. These are all, I mean like the number of each car. You know how many coal cars I have on this route right now? There's not that many. I don't know, probably about 200 or so. I'm not going to sit there and input 206-digit numbers into the computer so it can keep track of that for me. I think the way I'm doing it now is much easier. Interesting, don't get me wrong. And if you're using it for an actual model railroad, not a computer simulated one like this one, I'm sure... No. I'm sure it's great because you only have so many cars on an actual model railroad, right? But this one, I have cars coming in from the outside, from off map. We're going to have all new numbers. And so I have to input them every time. Yeah. I just don't have... It's like CMTM. Maybe, again, someday in the future, maybe I'll implement that. But right now, this is a much simpler way of doing things. And I like it. You should go check out DH Trainz site, though. It's good. It is a good site. Got a lot of good information on there. He goes over how to do CMTM. He goes over how to do car tagger. I talk about car tagger. I've never really said how you do it. I've mentioned a few things here and there, but he's got like a full-on tutorial. Seems like a really nice guy, and he seems like, or he is very knowledgeable about the various systems that are in Trainz. All right. Well, like we've done this before, probably because we just did it. Okay. So Andrew is being serviced right now. In fact, I think he is over the ash pits. And then that was going somewhere. Oh, yeah. And then, so after Andrew's turn, next place we're going to go is Adair, who's also being serviced at this point. And Adair is our passenger service. He's actually driving the train that is from that train movie with Tom Hanks in it. Uh-oh, I should have looked this up. It is called... the Christmas Train one. You're probably already saying it like 3 or 4 times, screaming at the screen, but it's the Christmas Train one with Tom Hanks. Christmas Train. I don't know. It'll come to me eventually. Just not. Eventually is just not right now. Alrighty. Now, I only slow down a little bit early here because we don't want to have another nail-biting experience like we did last time. Okay, it's looking good now. Especially now because we don't have a lot of room to play with over there. I mean, we have an adequate amount of room. Unless you're going to come in like I was last time, screaming. And then maybe the room will run right out. All right. I slow it down one more and still keep it above 3 miles an hour. It is at 3 right now. Gonna fall anymore, or is it gonna be? It's gonna be a good boy. Look at that. Stop. Yeah. Okay. No, that should have been fine, right? We didn't come that close, did we? No. Although we're gonna. Nah, we won't have to back it up a little bit more. Well, let's play it safe. Let's back it up just a little tiny bit. Let's no, back it up, dummy. There you go. Which actually means forward with this engine. So it almost took up the first track, just not quite. All right, so that ends Andrew's turn. And if you're thinking to yourself, we're doing Thomas. I explained it earlier. It's Andrew's turn right now. Thomas is just helping Andrew out. So that's how that works in my convoluted brain. Okay, so now we are going to put you on pause to figure out what we're doing next, which is also going to give me a chance to get another Coke. Yeah, I could use one. All right, put you on pause for a second. The Polar Express. The Polar Express is the name of that movie. It finally came to me. Just popped into my brain after I went on the line and fired up the Google machine. All right, so this is Adair. And Adair just got done. He's already been to the ash pit. He's already got the water done. And why are these two trains on the same track? Normally I don't do that. Odd, but it happened. Okay, so before we move him up, there's a couple other trains here that are road trains that just brought in loads. And the first one is this one right here. And, oh, boy. Okay, you know what I did again? This one's been fully serviced now, and I did not refill it by going into the Surveyor. So now that you've had about a minute worth of video, I'll put you on pause one more time. Well, not one more time, but again. Because I'll probably put you on pause in the future, too. There we go. Now the coal is nicely filled all the way to the top, so is the water. And we're going to back this sucker up. Put him over here on the standby tracks. Stand by till we need you. All right. There we go. Let's bag it up. Okay. He's going to have to back up. No, we're going to go this way. And then this way. And then he's going to get onto the turntable right there. Yep. Go back to him now. All right. Let's see if I got it at 35%. Let's go to 40%. Does that get us? Oh, he does one over then. That's all right. We're okay with 11 miles an hour. There's Andrew there. He's over the ash pits. And you notice the time is now 9 a.m. And I came into the office this morning. All kinds of calls. The Garden Ground Mine has 35 cars they want us to set out. The Thurman Swift and Company has boxcar or reefers they want us to set out. And then the Thurman Freight House and Thurman Swift and Company also want to set out regular boxcars. I'm so excited I can barely talk. So anyway, 4 different calls have been made where they want cars set out. So we're going to have to get that done in due time. I think we gotta go this one right to the edge. How's this now? Is this good? Are we on there? Oh boy, we're not. This thing barely fits. I don't remember this one being this tight. Okay, a little bit more, like right there. Okay, and then how does the back one look? It's real close. Let's find out what's going to happen. It should just stick on there, right? It's not going to be a problem, right? Oh, boy. Come on. There we go. Look at that. It's stuck on there. Okay. Woo! Okay, now what track are we going to put it on over here? Whichever one's... It's going to be on this track right. It's a little bit shorter on this right track, so we'll stick it over there. There we go. Let's move it forward now. Again, the steam is coming out way above the train here. It'll come back down once it gets out of the roundhouse. Seems to have a hard time with the physics. Now it's starting to come down now. It was like 2 missiles coming down to hit the train. Okay. We'll juice it to 40. There he goes. Let's hop on board. Get this out of the way so we don't ruin the scenery. Here he comes. So, engine 1651 is ready to go. Once we have an outbound. Now that these outbounds always pile up at the beginning of my maps like this, and then eventually, as the outbounds start to appear, outbounds being off map, then these engines will start getting used. Let's just snug it up here. Nice, nice. About right there should do us. We'll kill the bell. We will kill the light. And that's it. All right, now the next train we're going to have to move, also in the service yard here, is this train. This one just got done getting coal. So it's got one more stop in the process here, and that is to get water right here on this stand. Here we go. Move it up to the tender. And then they can fill this sucker with water. And that door right there, I imagine, is where the water goes. Right over the pit there on the bottom. So when water spills over, it goes right down in the pit. Doesn't stay up here on the track. Especially important during the winter. Okay. Then we're going to come here now to the guy whose turn it actually is, and that is Adair. He has done the ash pit. He has done the water. So now we're going to... Actually, he's doing the oil right now, isn't he? Oh, no, wait a minute. No, he's a coal train. Okay. All right, so he's got the water. Now he's got to do the coal. So we're going to move him up to the coal here. Okay. Right there to the coal chute you can see hanging right up here. And we'll stop it right there. Beautiful. That is nice. Okay, so that right there is the end of Adair's turn. Let me put you on pause so I figure out what's going on next. Right back at you with Andrew. This is a great shot right here. I love this shot. Trees are all in the background. He's a coaling tower right there. A couple engines being serviced. You got all these cars in the yard. Oh! Picture perfect. Okay, so... whoa. That one snuck up on me. All right, so he's done... This is Andrew, by the way. He's done with the ash pit, and now we got to back up because he is oil-fired. If we click on the tender here, you can see he has fuel oil, not coal. Yo. So we're going to have to back him up to the oil tower. So let's do that. The oil tower is this sucker right here. We got one for each track. So we're going to back him up. I'm dancing all over the place here now. To right here. Here he comes. Big old oil tank. Now, which one is the oil tank? I would think it's the one in the rear, but because I think it's the one in the rear, I suddenly think it's the one in the front. We're going to go with the one in the front. That's where the coal would normally be. It's closer to the engine, but we'll go right there. Now, we got that. Oh, this thing comes off right here, I imagine, and that's where the oil goes. I don't know. There you go. Look at that. Now it's right over the top of it so it can fill it up. Okay. What a wonderful turn for Andrew. And now, this seems to be the pause episode. I'll put you back on pause, and we'll figure out what we're doing next. So here we are in the Avis yard, and it's Thomas's turn, and Thomas is supposed to be sending a train off map. These are all my off-map train consists sitting right here, but they have to be long enough in order for me to make it worth the trip. And you can see the shunting limit signs I have are way back here, so they are not even close. Now, these trains are all incoming trains. These are ones that have to be eventually cut up. So that's why we're not doing anything with them. Oh, okay. I saw this boxcar. I'm like, there's nothing else here. It's a flat cars. So you see these outgoing ones are nowhere near the length they need to be in order to get sent out. So that would mean we go back to Andrew. And as we're going to fly all the way back up here now, here's Andrew. He got filled up with oil in a big hurry. Now he's got to do water. And luckily, he doesn't have to do coal, which is why I don't like to put two engines on the same track. Because if he had to do coal right now, he'd be in the way. But water, well, that can be done. So we're gonna do it. Back him up now to the water. Here he comes. There we go. And there it is. Look at that. It fills it automatically. That was cool. I was not expecting that. I just really wasn't. Holy moly. This is a JR train, and this must be a JR asset, meaning jointed rail, and that's why it does that. But look at that. And the little doors opened up, which confirmed that's where the water goes. Look at that. It's an amazement of amazingness. Right. So, yeah, that's the end of Andrew's turn again. And I'm going to put you on pause again. We're jumping around here today. And now we're with Graham. Okay, so Graham is here at the caboose shop. And one of the caboose, there are 4 that are actively being worked on, but one of them, caboose 9, it's actually 92956, is now ready to come out according to my spreadsheet. They've refitted it, it's ready to go. And as luck would have it, I thought for sure it was going to be one of the middle ones. It's not. Go down a little bit. There it is, 92956. This is the one that has to come out. Not one of these way back here. This one here would have been awesome, but that's okay. So now we're going to have Graham come back to here, right? Yeah, he's got to come all the way back to here in order to get on that track. Then we're going to have to run around the caboose. Now, is this the right way? Yeah, okay. Yep. Oh, except... Yeah, safety third. Before you move an engine, you should do that. As I mentioned before, I know that anytime you make a move, every time you go from forward to reverse, reverse to forward, you're supposed to blow the horn and all that, but that's too much. I can't keep track of all that. Don't run prototypical, people. Just don't do it. I'm not heavy into railroading. I'm like railroading light. All right, then we're going to come over here so we can grab onto this caboose, pull it out of here. And then we're going to stick it on this track over here along with these two caboose. Yeah. I also noticed that we have empties waiting. We should have been running Duke. I got a call again from the company. I think it's up in Thurmond, I think. It's those cattle cars that Andrew dropped off a while ago. And they called and they're like, hey, you guys going to come get these or what? And I was like, whoops. Oh, wow, we got a lot more caboose in here than I thought. I'm trying to get in here. Bouncing off the hill. There we go. Let's back it up just a little bit now. Pull this one all the way inside. There we go. Now, that hill really makes it lots of fun to move around with. Okay, so now we're going to have to get in here. Let's uncouple. There we go. We did it. All right. 92,956, eh? There she is. That's nice. All right. So we're going to run around this caboose. And then we will stick it on that ready track. Now, can I run around it on the track it's on right here, or can I not? Thought I could. Let's stop, take a look. If I put it right here, then I could... Oh, the runaround's quite long. The runaround's going to be all the way back here. Yeah. That's all right. That's what we're going to do. We'll run around. We'll run it around this way. Park it on this track just to clear the points. We don't want to keep the train sitting on top of the switch there. There we go. We'll run it right up to about right in this area right here. Apply the old handbrake. Decouple. Get some. Get some means throttle up. Oh, except get some also means throttle up in the right direction. See, now look at the negative's going this way. Didn't that just switch? Was it negative going the other way just a second ago? All right. Look, this guy threw the switch for us. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. Standing right there. Graham just leaned out the window and said, "Little help?" That dude complied. Okay. There we go. Oh, no, it didn't switch. Look, now forward is this way. Yeah, no. My brain switched. It didn't switch. Okay. All right. And this right over here, I don't think we've seen this yet, is the ice house. And that's what they put the ice, they use this, they put the ice blocks, slide them up here, and they slide them into the boxcars, into the reefers. For perishable goods, you know. I have them go on this side, then we'll have this go this way. It happens to be aligned, although we won't need it. And we'll run around this caboose. And I'm noticing we're over time. Now, after he's done doing this, he's got a few more jobs to do. He's got to go back up to Hinton Hardware, which is this building right up here, up on top of the hill. switch out and set out some cars there. And then he's got to go back to the Avis HS Milling Company over in the Avis yard just down the road there. And there he's got to switch out some cars. And then, on top of that, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars that are ready to come out of the repair yard. He's going to have to dish those all out and bring them up here and put them on the reclassification tracks. Well, see, it's a good thing I bumped those coal in as far as I could. Gives me room. Of course, it wouldn't have made a difference. We just could have bumped them all in anyway. There we go. Let's stop it right there. All right. And then we're going to go straight. Yep. Let's grab on. There we go. We'll get a nice view of the old caboose work shed here. Resupplying with all the perishables, or you don't call them perishables, you call them consumables. The various nuts and bolts that they ran out of because they were fixing the train on the road. Watching for hot boxes and those kinds of things. Dragging equipment. They were like portable defect detectors is basically what they were back then, right? Now we got the modern ones. All right. Graham's got quite a few things to do here on his list today, on his switch list. Here he comes. It's an awful lot of tracks. Hopefully we'll have them all filled eventually. And I wonder about the lag. How much lag is that going to cost? Of course, if you've watched my UMR route, I have quite a few cars. I don't think the yard is quite as big as this. But there's quite a few cars in the yard, and I don't really get that much lag. A little bit. Not that much. Or some of you may watch and go, lagorific. That's okay. It's all right. If you don't like the amount of lag on the route, you know, then that's probably not the channel for you. Or that's probably not the episode for you. No, it's probably not the series for you. This whole channel may not be for you. I don't know. Here we go. And we'll set this one out right here. We'll move it a bit further down the track. Probably right there. There we go. So now we have 3 cabooses that are ready for whatever train may require them. And this is where we're going to end it. Yep, right here. Let's get this shot in here right here so we can see the caboose, right? Isn't that nice? You know, that one's not working right. All right, that's it. That's episode 11 for the C&O Hinton. When we start with episode 12, we will continue here with Graham. Graham, like I said, has got those other industries to work in Hinton and Avis, and he's got to work the car repair yard. Hope you had fun. Wish you would subscribe. I also wish you'd leave me a like. You know, give me a like. Why not? You might like it. You might not. You know what you can do, though? You can give me a like. And after you hit the like button, if you're like, it don't feel right, you can unlike me right away. So just, press the like, give it a shot, see what it feels like, live with it for a little bit, and then you can unlike it again. Okay, same thing with subscribing. Subscribe, and later on, if you're like, no way, then unsubscribe. And leave me comments, too. I like all that stuff. Okay, so, again, thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. And next episode will be episode 12. And if you don't like the fact that we jumped all around a lot today, doing a lot of pause and going here, going there, well, this may just... Oh, I messed it up now. this just may not be the channel for you. Have a lovely evening.